everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac. Oh, you only got a 1 streak, you freaking scrub lord. I wonder if you can get the Eden tokens over 1,000. Anyway, idle thoughts. Spiderfield run here, 13LY, M6L7. Daddy Longlegs and box of spiders. I always say who dares wins, man. So we're going into this curse room right away, and it has backfired. Range seems shitty, or shot speed maybe more accurately seems shitty, but our tier size is big, which usually correlates with damage in Rebirth. So from that kind of perspective, I'm feeling pretty good about the potentiality of this run right now. Just the potential. Oh my god, Daddy Longlegs, fuck off, man. I got work to do. Don't get me killed right off the bat here. We're in a lost run right now, but this is actually, I mean, maybe that's why I don't feel so weird about it. Like, so scared, I should say. Because if this is a lost run, Daddy Longlegs is a great lost item, man. Yeah, good. Crush the flies. Like, don't crush the exploding human popcorn. Crush the flies. Good choice. Ramming speed. Oh, that's an item that nobody is a huge fan of, I guess. Myself included. We look fucking silly right now, which is kind of cool. Alright, that tinted rock is where all becomes forgiven. I just want... Yeah, thank you, Daddy Longlegs. I just want you to do your thing. I should have tried to find the secret room there, but... Whatever. That extra Spirit Heart coming back makes me feel really good. This is actually a really good Eden start. Especially if you did not go to that curse room right off the bat. Then your life is probably, like, joyous right now. Mine, on the other hand, a little bit anxiety-inducing right off the start. Shit happens. Now it's looking alright. Even though 1.5 Spirit Hearts is, you know, far from stellar. Lots of stuff in this shop I would like to purchase with my hard-earned ducats, but... We're just going to go straight for the Spirit Heart because I probably can't blow up my donation machine enough to get enough money. And even if I could, maybe it's time to give our poor donation machine a little bit of a break, you know? Very lucky to get out of that. I hate this room. I hate all big rooms on the early floors, but with Daddy Longlegs, you know, if we can keep the enemies clustered around one another, we've got a really good shot of taking out more than one at once. Kill these guys? Okay. That's fine. I was hoping to use Daddy Longlegs to kill some enemies that were a little bit more of a threat, you know? That guy would have been annoying, so I appreciate it. And we've only got a few enemies. I was shooting that one, you jerk. We've only got a few enemies left here. So it looks like we're going to be fine. I don't really love the idea of taking that just yet. That's what I love about you, Daddy Longlegs. You're always there when I need you, as long as I only need you in intervals of about 3 to 4 seconds. Which, come on, you're a little needy if you need it more than 3 to 4 seconds at a time. More Spirit Hearts, maybe? No. The World card. We'll use that on the next floor, because we've already found our secret room here. I can see forever. Lock up, okay. Because we found I can see forever, I'll just walk out, and that's not immediately useful. That's okay. Take our World card down to the next floor, and honestly feeling pretty good about this run. Daddy Longlegs, such a good item. Comes down to HP a little bit on this floor. If we can get enough HP to get in and around that deal with the devil situation, then we got no problems. Kind of don't want to take the battery for box of spiders. Cricket's head? Cricket's head, yeah, man. Pheromones. Full health. Alright, well, at least we know, right? So our shop is over there on the far right. We're just going to loop around, save ourselves some bombs. Oh, that was one hell of some bullshit there. I'm really happy that we got Cricket's head, but I'm very displeased with that damage that I took. Not really interested in that either. I'm hoping that from our item room we actually get some HP, to be honest with you. Like, if we could get some, like a super bandage or something like that, I would be thrilled, because it facilitates that next deal with the devil. We'll never know, though. The Game Kid. I don't know, man. Box of spiders seems more, I don't want to say more useful, but I'm going to. It seems more useful. See if we can at least buy a Spirit Heart here. Getting another Spirit Heart from this chest would mean a lot, too. Okay, just play it cool here. That's spiders. Those are not Spirit Hearts. Those are spiders. Subtle difference, but very noticeable. It's going to take us to 16 cents. Allows us to buy that. And let's check this out. Converter. Yes. Why use it in that situation, but poo-poo it in every other situation? Because giving us 1 red heart allows us to take a deal with the devil, whereas 3 Spirit Hearts does not. It would kill us. We have to not take damage, so, you know, there is that little bucket of syrup that we find ourselves mired in a little bit here, but Ah, man. You would expect one of those 2 rooms to have a tinted rock. Oh, the Hierophant's so huge here. And we don't need to use the converter after that. Just that one converter play is enough to make me feel pretty confident. Now we take a 1 red heart deal and we leave with 3 spirit hearts. That's pretty solid. Torn Photo, great pickup. And yeah, I mean, we'll just try one. Book of Belial beats the shit out of Box of Spiders. You know, you could argue that's not really what we wanted. Would have preferred a passive item, but that's fine, man. That's really good, actually. That's short-sighted to assume that we wouldn't have wanted this. So we have Book of Belial now, 3 Spirit Hearts, Torn Photo, Cricket's Head. Damage is going to be great here. And Daddy Longlegs. Don't forget about Daddy Longlegs. That's a huge get for us. We do still have HP-related issues, but once those are taken care of, this is looking like a very, very solid, perhaps even quick 1 run here. But we're still not out of the... You know, I can only... After that slump, I only really feel confident calling a 1 run if we're in a situation where almost no amount of stupid damage could sunder it, you know? That was not very smart. That was even less smart. It's like, you know, you follow a sports team and they've just given up like way too many enormous leads. People are like, well, you're up 4-0 with a minute to play. You're probably fine. And you're like, well, I don't know. I'll believe it when the buzzer goes, you know? You've been burned too many times. This is great. Okay, so, oh my god. We don't need Book of Belial anymore, but we'll still keep it for the damage. The Forget Me Now is huge. We still need Book of Belial. We lose out on one of the effects of Book of Belial. But it's actually a net positive because we have a redundancy, so if we get rid of Book of Belial, we still get one of the Book of Belial effects. So I'm not going to be too salty about it. We paid a key to be able to get rid of Book of Belial. That's like... I mean, we don't want to get rid of Book of Belial necessarily, but it's a pretty good insurance policy. Let's put it that way. Alright, still looking for Spirit Hearts. Haven't had too many random ones drop. Doesn't look like there's that much of value there for me. Maggie's Bow. As long as we keep getting red hearts, we don't need Spirit Hearts as much as we might like them. And we want to be out of this floor by 10 minutes, so to be honest with you, this seems like the exact perfect opportunity to use that 5 room. That small rock pickup is enormous. Because if we use the 5 room, we get a Forget Me Now, and we're still going to be ahead of schedule if we want to do Boss Rush, which we may or may not, but, you know, if we can keep that on the table without sacrificing anything on the run, why wouldn't we? Makes no sense. Hanged Man. Can be useful, yeah, absolutely. Alright. Headless Horseman. It's a bit of a weird one. Headless Horseman, I think I will take it, actually, over Book of Belial, because it gives us the ability to fly in every room. And we already have... Oh, okay. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll keep Book of Belial then, and we'll take Lord of the Pit. It was a bit of a toss-up, because I liked the fact that we had 1 HP, but so be it. You know, easy come, easy go. Game is being a little funny right now, and I don't want to ruin its joke. That would make me a dickhole. Let's take a quick look for some secret room possibilities. There's one right there. And these pills could be valuable. Full health? Question marks? Okay, that's fine. I found pills. Not that good. It's alright, we can live with it. And we might be a little bit behind the curve, but we'll be behind the curve having done 2 floors. Like the same floor twice here, which should give us a big advantage in terms of our situation overall. It's alright. And we continue to find ourselves in this weird situation where we're very strong, but low on HP. All we need to do eventually is reach a point where we got so much HP we don't have to worry about it. In a way, that's encouraging, you know? All we need is some way to generate Spirit Hearts, like a single relic, a miter pickup, Are they all dead? Yeah. What am I trying to think of here? A Mom's Pearl Trinket? Mystery Sack? I don't know. For now, this is one of my ideal kinds of runs, though. You can't take stupid damage, but you got just enough HP to take some risks and, you know, hopefully leverage it into, you know, a really cool glass cannon-y run. Especially with Goathead slash Book of Belial, we're going to be expecting... Yeah, that was scary. Like, once we get hit once, especially if it's by a champion, we enter the real danger zone. But, Yeah, we get to deal with the devil on every single floor. We've barely been able to take him, you know, just by the skin of our teeth, but... You know, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a merry fucking Christmas, wouldn't we? No thank you. Isaac's Heart is one of the very few items that is, you know, a persona non grata for me in Rebirth. I refuse to take it unless the run is so won that I can't possibly fuck it up. And knowing me, there's not that many runs that exist inside of that category. That being said, I still end up getting Isaac's Heart a surprising amount through re-rolling my whole run. Or, well, yeah, mostly re-rolling my whole run. Or Curse of the Blind, seems to happen. That's okay. As long as we have a choice in the matter, though, I'm going to be saying no for now. Hangman. What an amazing item. So right now, I'm not in love with the Forget Me Now. The 5 room, I guess I should say, but that's alright. We're going to pick up a cube of meat here. I was kind of hoping for some HP, and you know what would be ideal right now is a Krampus fights. If we fight Krampus, I'm not going to take Krampus' head if he gives it to us. I would rather stick with, you know, a lot of damage every 3 rooms. Oh, but we got ABADDON instead, which is actually a stellar pickup for us. Yeah, that's huge damage increase, upped our HP as well, and gave us Fear Shot. So that Forget Me Now has now, you know, it can do no wrong. That's fantastic. And, yeah, Hive Mind and Blue Map, absolutely. Why wouldn't we? And we're still ahead of the schedule. We have 2 bombs, so we might as well check out our secret rooms. But we're still ahead of schedule. That's remarkable as well. Oh, we got a great look on our face right now. Like a blissed out android from Dragon Ball Z. You know what? I feel like the lipstick has done jack shit for us, so... Explosive diarrhea. Yeah, get one up here, get one up here. I'll take it. That's pretty good. I found pills. Pheromones. Pheromones... We are out of bombs. I'm an idiot. Should have gone to our second secret room as well. No longer ahead of schedule, but not behind by enough to keep us behind. Let's do this. I'm having a great time on this run. We had to play a little riskily to get in this position, but I'm glad that we did now. We're reaping the rewards. Alrighty. Free Spirit Heart because of that Lord of the Pit pickup. Very dumb damage, but we can afford to take dumb damage now, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. Red Patch, you know. You know. Safety Cap, not that interested. No bombs, so secret rooms are a little bit dubious for me right now, but I'm assuming that we'll get them in the future. And it seems like our boss room is going to be like right, oh yeah, over here. Thank you, Liberty Cap, for the occasional compass effect. I appreciate it. And we are like seriously steamrolling these enemies. For not having one of the like huge damage ups, Mom's Knife Brimstone basically, this is pretty stellar. And I'm not going to, you know, I'm not meaning that to insult ABADDON. I'm just saying, ABADDON is, it's like a AAA tier, but, T-I-E-R, by the way, not T-E-A-R, but, Mom's Knife Brimstone are those S-tier options. To be doing S-tier damage with AAA tier items is more than you would expect. Had to be Krampus at some point, and this is totally fine. I am totally ready for Lump of Coal. Totally ready for Lump of Coal, and you're a dick. Okay, it happens. I don't hold it against you so much. It's probably more the way you were raised, but kind of sucks. Because, like, I can understand taking Krampus' head because we don't need to keep Book of Belial, but I want to keep Book of Belial. Even if I don't use it that effectively, it's nice to have it. And on big rooms, we can really make it work for us. Right now, it's kind of hard to justify using Book of Belial on non-boss rooms because every enemy dies in 1 or 2 hits anyway. Just adds a little bit of complication to the whole thing. But on big rooms, we should probably take advantage of it. If we were going to do boss rush, we would be thinking 1330 for the end of this floor. Oh, that's good. And it looks like we're probably going to beat that by maybe, I wouldn't say a minute, but maybe 30 seconds. Considering we were like a minute behind, that's pretty sweet. Actually, we're probably going to be a little slower because of this boss trap room, but that's potentially worth it. We could use those bombs, man. That actually allows us to buy something from our shop. I can blow up the donation machine. I can check out the secret rooms. I mean, what's the point of having Blue Map if you don't have any money to go along with it, or any bombs, I should say, to go along with it? Don't even start with me, mister. Peep this. You're straight up dead. You know, I gotta work on my one-liners a little bit. That's okay. Only been hit once on this floor thus far. Definitely gonna hit up the curse room. 2 of those. Helps me out. A golden key. You know, I don't want to be insulting, but it's not really that helpful after we've already opened quite a lot, but... Or, maybe we've only opened our... No, we haven't opened anything. Now that I think about it, never mind. And there's our relic pickup. Pretty much coming as close as possible to a guaranteed win. That's, pretty much the exact item, and by pretty much I mean literally the exact item I asked for earlier in the run, so we're set, basically. And we're actually going to be a little bit behind schedule. I know I was a little too cocky, said we were going to be ahead of schedule. I was incorrect, but again, it's for a good purpose. Pick that up and leave. Extra spirit heart and the chance to maybe spawn... No arcade. Because we were on a 2nd level floor. Yeah. Should be, at least. If we weren't, then there's no chance of it. Not that that would be the end of the world either way. Alright, let's put down another bomb over here. And maybe an Eternal Heart to make easier deals with the devil. No such luck. We're going to be 15 seconds behind schedule. That's the end of the world. Let's head down. No rerolls. It's okay. It's hard to remember this is an Eden run. We got so much damage dealing potential here. And the Book of Belial just makes you assume that we would be Judas here. But not just a really lucky Curse of the Blind deal with the devil, man. It's amazing how much differently this run might have gone if instead of that we'd taken the right item. Could have been like Ghost Baby or something like that. Instead we ended up with maybe the best spacebar item in the game. Perthrow Rune. That's what I'm hoping for, man. Hanged Man. Might as well use Strength card. I'm probably just not going to use the Strength card. But the Perthrow Rune is enormous. Especially if we end up doing our boss rush here, which we did do on our last run. I'm on the fence about whether or not I would even want to. Might play you if our shop turns out to be shit. We're doing damage, but it's like not that much damage. Like, I don't want to fight 15 bosses, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But if we pick up a couple of really good items here, I might consider it. Infestation 2 would be insanely good with Hive Mind, as would the Mulligan. You know, I'm tempering my expectations, not asking for Guppy or anything like that. 2 payouts there. I guess one of them must have been the Relic. Just holding off on Book of Belial in case we encounter some rooms that are actually tricky. No offense, Chubb. None taken. No, thank you. Didn't know you were still alive. 2 hits to kill them. Man, that's a little disappointing. I don't know. Although we took less than a second to murder all the phases of that guy, so that's pretty good. And that's effectively meaningless for us. Alright, though. 15 minutes here. This is one of the few times when an XL floor is actually okay. It does suck that we miss out on more deal with the devil chances. However, it makes it so much easier to actually get to boss rush. So there go our 2 bombs. High Priestess. Judgment. Throw down the Judgment card. Now we got 2 of these guys. We need to go to our shop first. I would prefer to go to our shop first. Let's just say it that way. But if we come back, then yeah, 2 Judgments, sure. Relic is paying out in a huge way, keeping us above the HP cap right now. Not the end of the room yet. Not even close, actually. What do I want now? Like, don't even give me one of the huge items. Just give me piercing shots. That would make a huge difference. That is not piercing shots. You know what? Fuck the boss rush room. I'm going to perthrow this. Infamy is good enough to take. Not much question about that. Well, it's... Also, we don't have a D6. We had 1 Perthrow rune, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, I'm going to start rerolling this, and this. Well, you know, maybe if you got Blank Card, you could start talking about that. If Blank Card shows up in the shop, I'll be mad, because there's no way I could have known, but it would have made it absolutely the right choice to take, to keep the Perthrow rune, and then just Blank Card the shit out of it, and basically give us a better D6. It's effectively what it is on a mathematical level and a functional level. I don't want either of them. I mean, I want the Spirit Heart, but I can't take it. But I don't really want that Eternal Heart. It is a long floor, but we're still... it was very dumb of me. We're still very ahead of schedule, I have to imagine. We'll be saving our... Book of Belial for the... boss rush room. Should be very easy for us to kill Mom, even without the Book of Belial. The Demon Judgment is actually, like, worth playing. Careful. Like, for real, it's a good option as long as we don't lose more than, like, maybe 4 or 5 hearts in the process. I can live with that. I mean, we have a lot of kind of, like, extra ones just strewn about here. Mom's Eye doesn't do anything for us here. At this point, I know I missed a bomb back there. I'm just exploring, like, all the rooms to try to figure out where we're supposed to go. Is there no shop? Am I crazy? Oh, it must meet up down there and then loop back around. There we go. Yeah, it must meet up, like, here, and then there's a dead end just, like, south of it, basically. Luck down, not that big of a deal. Southeast, that's okay. Still, again, like, if we want to do boss rush, we're there. I know people go, stop talking about boss rush. And I'm making a huge mistake by giving the people more fodder for discussion, but, it is what it is, man. It's on my mind right now. Of course it's blank card. Tell you what, we'll take it. Even though we have, no real need for it, we'll take it. If we get a better rune in the future, we'll want one. In fact, why don't we take this opportunity to look for some runes? We have 9 bombs, 18, 20. I kind of just want to go. I think I'm just going to go. We'll try this, and then we'll go fight the bosses. Now we don't even have a Book of Belial, so I don't think boss rush is likely to happen. Blank card Magician is something. It's not good, but it's something. We're going to be fighting War, which I'm actually really pleased about. The War fight is going to be, whatever, but the payout that we get from the War fight is going to be good. You know, we get another orbital, not orbital, well, we get a better orbital, I guess you could say. Thank you, Infamy, for helping me out there. Might as well get back to full HP, right? And we're at 19 minutes here, no problem. That's what we're waiting for. It's such a good strategy. Again, if you're looking for an easy way to improve yourself against Mom, you almost always have an orbital at this point. And this is not just for people who have trouble beating Mom, but let's say you're at Mom and you have like 1 HP. That's a little bit of a nerve-wracking situation. Wait for Mom's foot to come down, and then run into it. Don't run into it before it falls. You'll find yourself in a bad place. I don't even know what I would want here. Guppy's head would be really nice. Lock down. Telepills. Maybe we could teleport out. Oh, we can steal an item from Boss Rush thanks to that. I'm not taking soy milk. I'm not taking soy milk. I'm sorry. As much as people might like it, I can't justify it. I will play you, though. Now that we have the Polaroid, we can get a huge amount of plays relatively cheaply. I'm hoping for, like, growth hormones. A better card would be awesome. Like, blank card death is an acceptable usage here. It's like having a Necronomicon. Oh, blank card 2 of spades. You know, there's something to be said for that. I would probably take that over death just because of the potential upside. Yeah, I mean, at this point, probably want AAA battery more so than Liberty Cap. Could be interesting. And then we get Contract from Below. Alright, I mean, this turned out alright. Nothing wrong with it. Don't really want the luck downgrade. I know we're missing a Spirit Heart. Look, this is the kind of slobby play that gets me killed, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I'm a piece of crap. Let's head down to the next floor here, and see if this coffee is at a drinkable temperature. Perfect. Alright, Curse of the Unknown. We're at 11, so we can be relatively confident as long as we don't take a ton of damage. So we'll hit 99 keys relatively soon. Especially with Trickle Charge working out for us here. So we will be on the lookout for another card or rune. And of course we're looking for Yera, especially because it's going to be so easy for us to get to 99. So that's our dream. Whether or not it's actually going to happen, it's probably very unlikely. But at least we're setting ourselves up for the chance. Okay, some spiders there. It happens. 40 keys, and we're already fighting Conquest. That's alright, I didn't want a 3rd level Bandage Girl anyway. Where's the fun in that, right? Where's the fun in having like a super powered like Shears-esque killing machine that's a passive that's always available? Doesn't mean anything. White Pony's bad for us as well. Like, it's just a terrible item when we can already fly. And we have a better spacebar item. However, we do have a deal with the devil here. So, if you could give me something great there, that would be nice. Otherwise, you know, okay, even this could be fine. Alright, well, I guess they decided that I've had enough luck for one run. And you know what? I don't necessarily disagree. Utero 2. We're at max HP. We'll be checking out the secret rooms when we get a chance here. Can't stress enough that Book of Belial was the right choice to continue to take without any other, at least I think nearly objectively, is the right choice to continue to take without any other cards to back you up. But I'm still holding out hope that this blank card is going to crank the absurdity level on this run up a little bit. After I chose not to take soy milk. Which, that's not going to happen, alright? Sometimes I could see myself being a deliberate idiot and taking soy milk, but not on this run, man. What's our other card? Is I Can See Forever, or other pill, sorry. Full health. Oh, it's useless. I guess we'll telepills out of the curse room, but it is a risk. You know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's a risk because if we get the error room, then we can only go down to Shoal. But that would be funny, right? So it's a bit of, in my head, I've got like a conundrum. Wouldn't it be great if we went down to Shoal by accident because we had to? Or would people be pissed? I don't think people would be pissed. I think they would find it hilarious. I'm gonna try it. Let's have some fun with it. Alright. We didn't go down to Shoal. All's forgiven. I think, you know, there's some joy in watching people who know that they're doing something stupid do something stupid. Like the people on Jackass, you could say they're stupid for doing it, but they know that they're gonna get hurt. It's not like, it would be a terrible show if it was just like unsuspecting people. Well, I mean, sometimes they do that, but they're all kind of, you know, consenting to it by being on the show, I guess. But if they just took unsuspecting people that didn't know what was going on, and they're like, hey, we're gonna like, you know, blow up your jet ski. You'd be like, well, you're a dick. Because they're aware of what's going on, it makes it funny. That's why I like that situation. It could have been funny if I had teleported into the error room and had to go to Shoal. Not quite despondency inducing. Could have been acceptable. Yeah, this is well worth it. Hopefully. What happened to my Two of Spades card? Now we got Blank Card Chariot with 83 keys. I don't know what I did with my Two of Spades card. Oh well, I guess. Alright, well, at least we can get through like phase 1 of the Mom's Heart fight here. And then immediately the next phase as well. Yeah, this is like already over. And we took 2 damage. As we, oh, the Spirit Heart back there. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Let's do it. Again, without being too cocky, there's not much chance of us getting fucked here. And we actually do now have a great use of blank card setup. We basically have the Unicorn Horn with an orbital that's decent. But the Unicorn Horn, except we can use it twice as much, which is pretty powerful at that point. Like, I'm no huge fan of the Unicorn Horn, but the fact that if you could use it twice as often, it would be an item that would be a lot better. Let's just put it that way. Could use Explosive Diarrhea for this. But I'm not gonna. Lock down, not really useful very much. Another pretty easy room here. I'm taking some liberties with the orbital here, you know. Anytime we get the chance to run in there and do some extra damage with it, I'm gonna take it. Basically because we can. Alright, this would be a great room to use the Chariot on, perhaps. Ramming speed was our no, ramming speed was this run. Why am I doing so little damage when I run into enemies? I'm confused. Fear Shot's great. Oh, Daddy Longlegs, you fucked it pretty hard there, bud. Attacked the wrong enemy by like an order of magnitude. You didn't know it was possible to be wrong in a Boolean condition by an order of magnitude. But you did. You taught me something new today. Alright. Still got the Chariot ready. I'd like to use it against Isaac. But I think we're so set at this point that it's, I'm not gonna say irrelevant, but not that important. If we end up fucking it up, it happens. Thank God we picked up some more keys here. I was really, you know, feeling bad about the fact that I only got myself to 83 keys or so. Now that it's looking like we're gonna fairly easily get ourselves to at least in the 90s, that's respectable. This is, I know that we're getting these battery drops, but it's not worth using the Chariot card on those rooms. I'd be using it just to use it, and at that point, you know, we might as well not even have it. Might as well take something else that's more immediately useful. And there's our boss fight. I would like to use it against Daddy Longlegs, but I also don't want to have to backtrack to get that battery that was back there. That was, as far as I'm concerned, that's worth it. We even got our Spirit Heart back. 90 keys, so I can have some air of respectability. Thank you, Infamy. I didn't think I was going to get hit there, but Infamy fully protected me when I did. Every time I try to cross, he does that move. He's a genius. Alright, this is where we take our time to do this, just to finish this phase off as... I really thought I'd get out of that one. Just to finish this phase off as quickly as possible. The third phase is, like, way less damaging, in my opinion at least, to that second phase where they have the angel fetuses. Shit is so annoying. And don't even get me started on those fucking Cricket's body shots. The true killers of the Isaac fight. One more phase and that'll be over. And then we'll be on the chest and, you know, we're somewhat bereft of cool synergies. So if you could give me like a, you know, Tech Point 5, explode all enemies with spiders when they die, that'd be sweet. And if you can't, well then you can just go fudge yourself. Okay, not okay. SMB Superfan, I'm actually not gonna take, it's not that good, and in addition to that, I mean, the all stats up is normally good, but it's not that good damage-wise specifically, and it's gonna fuck up our ability to get a lot of Polaroid invincibility, so I don't think it's worth it in this current situation. Most of the time it would be, though. Telepills? No, we gotta take the chariot. What, am I just gonna use telepills immediately? I mean, like, I could, but what's the point? This is still a run that is, like, probably 5 to 10% losable. I think it's pretty unlikely. Probably try to save chariot for the big room there. Our damage, you know, on last run, I was talking about how our damage, at least until we got Proptosis and, what else did we pick up on that run? Ipecac, I guess. Until we got Proptosis and Ipecac, our damage was kind of, like, deceptively bad. Which is not to say that it was bad, but because we had Death's Touch, it looked like it would, like, one-shot most enemies and didn't. For a while, anyway. This is, like, the opposite of that. Our run is deceptively good right now. Our tiers are, you know, nothing special to look at, but, you know, they're actually quite competent in the moment there. This will be another great room to actually use the chariot on. You don't have that option, so we'll just rely on Daddy Longlegs to, you know, do what it can do. That could be a great moment. Now, I only hit one, but that's okay. We only have 3 bombs, a little bit of a surprise. Oh, I took some damage there, which is actually, in a way, kind of freeing, because now I can run into them guilt-free, and really, like, a lot of our damage is coming from this orbital whenever we get invincible. Invincibility used to be, in vanilla, the hottest shit, because you would, almost every single run, have the virus, Poison Touch. So you would just run into enemies and poison them. Now it's all about the orbital meta, in my opinion. You get that permanent Polaroid invincibility, even a shitty, like, level 1 orbital, as long as it's not the Halo of Flies or Pretty Fly, it's gonna really do a number on them. Not worth the chariot, in my opinion. Save it for rooms where damage is very, very likely. A little surprised that that was not our boss area over there. Both secret rooms were there. Yeah, this is exactly the room that I asked for this to work on. And now it's gonna. I can't believe that one is not dead. There we go. Daddy Longlegs a little bit shittier against very mobile enemies, of course. Made it work, though. Another dead end. I didn't even notice that until the very end there. And I also can't believe we're not getting, like, any chest drops. We had a few luck upgrades, net, I think. Like, a luck downgrade, but several luck upgrades. Oh, well. Chubb gets hard countered pretty hard by Fear Shot and Charm Shot. We don't have Charm Shot. What am I talking about? Just Fear Shot, I guess. And then Daddy Longlegs, and then Headless Baby, and then, you know, yada yada yada. Alright, well, we've explored the entirety of this side of the floor. That's my bad on that damage. I should never have taken that. Let's move it around here, I guess. Probably could have afforded to use the chariot, but I guess the good news is now that we've been hit and got that invincibility, we don't need to. So we can use it here instead. And really, Gertie Jr. is kind of like... got hit again. Gurdy Jr. is kind of the perfect case to use that. Shouldn't have been hit the second time, though. Probably shouldn't have been hit. Well, I didn't get hit the first time. That was Chariot, right? Never mind. Alrighty. Got lucky to get our way out of here. Kind of taking a little longer than I would have expected as we're getting closer to the end here, but I guess maybe we didn't ball quite as hard as I thought we were gonna. It's a great room for the Chariot if we could keep blank card but also use it somehow. Mega Fatty is nothing to sneeze at HP-wise. Dude's real freaking annoying. But some active dodging there saved us a lot of trouble. And we can use the Chariot card, assuming we have it saved up, we can use it twice against Blue Baby. Not enough to get the kill probably, but enough to do some serious damage. Pheromones. Just pop that right here. I don't think we're going to have any issues, but might as well be known. Assuming it's got to be, like, straight down. We're getting, like, too far into this for this to not end in the boss fight, which is why I'm not going to be using the Chariot card, or the blank card, obviously, like, right now. I gotta be honest with you, this finished, it started in a really cool way, but it's kind of finishing more traditional than I would have expected, given the fact that we had, you know, Goat Head, Book of Belial, blank card. It's still a solid run, but I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more over the top, you know, roller coaster-y, but oh well, you can't always get what you want. I can't believe we didn't get any other chests on the chest, I guess, is what I'm mostly, that's where that problem comes from predominantly. And then we'll just, you know, pop this again. And that's going to allow us to do quite a lot of damage to Blue Baby without even really putting ourselves in harm's way at all. And you know what? You know, if you want to hit me, that's your own personal problem. We can just do the same thing over and over again. And that was a super easy finish. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helped out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll be back with a... It will be an Isaac run next, because we did Lost Random, and then that turned into an Isaac run by my own hand. But we'll be doing an Isaac run next. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.